A new project opens with 4 standard stories: ground level, second story, third story, and fourth story. Each story has a wall height of 8 feet. Using these presets is a great way to get started, but what if you own a house with a basement or foundation that you want to include in your design? Or what if you want your walls to be taller or shorter than 8 feet? Adding and editing stories is easy. Go to the Stories section on the bottom left of the screen. Click New Story to add a story. Let's start by using the basement template. The basement story template has a wall height of 8 feet and an elevation of -6 feet. This means that 6 feet of your basement is below ground level and 2 feet is above ground level. When you are happy with your settings, click Create New Story. When your story is below ground level, the 3D view changes to a gray display so that you can easily distinguish when you are working below ground level. Change to another story by clicking on it in the list. You will see a notification advising you that you are changing stories, and any editing made will happen on the new story. This is important to remember when painting, drawing walls, and placing objects. You can only do these actions on the active story. If you do not want to see this message again, click on the checkbox next to Don't Show This Message Again, then click Change Story. As you can see, a portion of your basement wall is showing above ground level, and the rest of it is hidden. You can draw a structure such as a garage next to your basement, but if you want to draw a first floor that aligns with the top of your basement wall, you will need to create another new story at the correct elevation. In the New Story dialog, give your new story a name. Next, enter the wall height. I'm going to use 10 feet for this story. To determine the elevation, decide the height that you want this story to begin. Since my basement ends at 2 feet above ground level, I want my first floor to start at 2 feet above ground level, so I enter 2 feet in the elevation box, then click Create. You can see that the grid has moved to 2 feet, so that I have an easy visual reference of where my elevation starts on this story. You can hide the grid or redisplay it by clicking the Grid button in the toolbar on the right. To draw my second story, I will need to edit the existing default. It starts at an elevation of 8 feet, and my first floor ends at 12 feet above ground level, so I need to change the elevation. To edit, select the story from the list, then click the Edit button. Enter the new elevation and click OK. Note, stories that already contain content cannot be edited. To delete a story, simply select the story from the list and click the Delete button. For more DreamPlan tutorials, visit the address shown on your screen.